Thank you guys for hanging with me. Dealing with a really shitty cold and a cough. This NFL Sunday has been one of the greatest Sundays of football I've ever watched in quite a long time. The way that Ryan Fitzpatrick played today was just so incredibly inspiring. And the way now that the Giants' schedule is looking, the New Orleans Saints, maybe just Myles Garrett and the Browns are just really talented, but the Saints are just not the same ball club. And then tonight, and then the Houston Texans, Bill O'Brien, one of the most overrated coaches in the history of the NFL, loses to Blaine Gabbert. What a win for Tennessee to continue to keep pace in the AFC South, as the Jaguars are looking pretty good right now. The Colts go to Washington, and Andrew Luck gets an incredible win, and the Washington Redskins prove that they are frauds. Todd Bowles continues to prove Douglas that he is a fraud, as Sam Darnold throws interceptions. But I will say this about Sam Darnold. I cannot wait to do a film review of this guy, because there were some spectacular moments from Sam Darnold. But Giants fans shouldn't be losing sleep over Sam Darnold. Then how about the story of the NFL season? Fitzmagic in Kansas City. 42 points, 6 touchdowns, 313 yards, only 6 incompletions. Your runaway favorite for the MVP of the league. I might have not gotten Davis Webb right, but I can tell you what, or Luis Perez, but I have nailed the Patrick Mahomes pick thus far. I'm happy about that. That is for sure. That Vikings-Packers game today was just a legendary football game. It's why the NFL is so great. Kirk Cousins was clutch as shit. Daniel Carlson missing field goals. Another tie in the NFL. The Packers fought admirably today, but Kirk Cousins made great throws. Adam Thielen is such a beast, so clutch. What an NFC North that we're going to have, because even the Lions are playing admirably well right now, and we're not even done. John Gruden is surprising the hell out of us. The Dolphins are 2-0. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, holy shit. Ronald Darby was getting burnt. Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson. I said the Bucs would win the NFC South, but I said it would be when Winston comes back. At this pace, you should look to trade maybe Jameis Winston. It's not like Fitzpatrick's even going to be there for the long haul, but you're not playing Winston once he gets back. You're letting Fitz have this season. It's kind of like the Vikings last year. It should be a kind of similar situation. Fitz owns this locker room. And do you really want Jameis Winston to be your quarterback for the next 12 years? Do you trust Jameis Winston? Does the team rally around Winston? And I think the answer is an emphatic no. And for a franchise quarterback, if you're going to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL, then you have to rally your troops. And you have to win the locker room. And Jameis Winston, I think he'd be better off somewhere else. I think it'd be best for Jameis, because he's a young guy. He has a lot of potential. And he's going to catch on, because he's shown some signs that he can really play. Fitzpatrick, I doubt he's going to hold it down the rest of the year. Maybe you keep Winston around for when Fitz dips. But this offense right now, the coordinator of Tampa Bay, Dirk Cutter, and this offense, it's aggressive, it's fun. The defense is making enough plays to win games. This Tampa team is really, really fun to watch. Now I want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Their defense is so terrible. And Andy Reid is so... He just doesn't have that killer drive or emotion on the sidelines. Like, if you could put Mike Tomlin and combine him with Reid, you had all the fire of Mike Tomlin, and you combine him with the X's and O's of Andy Reid, you'd have the perfect coach. Because Andy Reid schematically is brilliant. The way he prepares, the way he calls. So you're not going to ever get rid of Andy Reid, at least for a very long time with this combination. But the fact is, Bob Sutton calls such conservative defense that Big Ben could pick them apart all day long. If the Chiefs ever want to be elite, they're going to need to know. They're going to need to know how to really close out games. And that's what I worry about Kansas City, is just Andy Reid just doesn't have a killer instinct. He never can get up. He can never rally his team. He never plays to win. The Chiefs could have been up 28-0. They should have blown the doors off of Pittsburgh. They let Pittsburgh hang around, and Pittsburgh almost beat them. So this is not a way that you can't do this every week. Even though you have Mahomes, you have Kelsey, and this offense is brilliant. And I told you that the Sammy Watkins acquisition was better than the Allen Robinson acquisition. And I picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And right now, that's looking pretty good. However, I'm really concerned even more so with this defense. And I'm tired of, Andy Reid has no talent on that defense. You got to call better defenses. You got to play a more aggressive style. If Bob Sutton's not doing it, you get another coordinator in there. But overall, Ryan Fitzpatrick going shirtless, having the chain. This Ryan Fitzmagic character, he truly is a different quarterback. And his whole career, he's always been too conservative with the ball. He's always been a game manager. He's been throwing picks. But now Fitzpatrick, he's letting it all hang out. He's playing balls to the wall, just not giving a fuck. And to tell you the truth, that's the Ryan Fitzpatrick that I want to continue to see. No fucks given, throwing the ball down the field, going for broke. This 38-year-old, or however old the guy is, I truly want to see this be a special season for Ryan Fitzpatrick. The guy has paid his dues, and he's showing some talent. He's showing why he's been around the league so much. And when he was with the Jets, I always said that Fitzpatrick shouldn't have been signed to that deal. And I know that next week Fitzpatrick might go out and throw 5 picks versus the Steelers. And I know that the Bucs might be 2-2 by the time that Jameis Winston comes back or whatever. But for this short moment in time, we can pretend that Ryan Fitzpatrick is an MVP candidate. And it's an incredible world that we live in the NFL that that's the case. Fitzpatrick is not suddenly this amazing quarterback. It's only a 2-game sample size in a career of 13 years of mediocrity to shitty quarterbacking. Maybe the Bucs play calling is that good. I'm happy for Fitzy. I'm rooting for him. He's not the long-term answer at quarterback. But do you really want Jameis Winston as your quarterback for 12 years when you don't know what he's going to be doing off the field? When he's giving his, eat a W speech? He's not the answer there. So it's kind of like Case Keenum. Let Fitzy roll this year, and then you can tank and get Tua Tagovailoa. You could get Drew Lock. You can find some franchise quarterbacks. You can find them. He was the story of the Sunday thus far. How about the fucking Browns and the Saints? How about the Saints with 30 seconds left in that motherfucker? And I know I'm cursing a little bit, but I'm pretty hyped up. Sean Payton could have run the ball and kicked the game winner with 3 seconds left, and he throws the ball twice incomplete. It's amazing to me that Sean Payton did that. He let the Browns hang around. The Browns, Myles Garrett is a beast. Tyrod Taylor making a throw to Callaway. You see why they cut Gordon. Callaway's fine. Callaway might even be more trouble than Gordon, but Callaway's fine. Zane Gonzalez, though, misses 2 extra points, misses the game-tying kick. Get another kicker. Hugh Jackson and the Browns just find ways to lose. Tyrod Taylor throws a bad pick here. I want to see Baker Mayfield. I think the Browns can beat the Jets. I think the Browns will be favored to win that game. But it's kind of fun seeing Hugh Jackson keep losing games. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of fun. Got to give credit to the Tennessee Titans. This whole first First half, I mean, every game had compelling storylines. Josh Allen going into the game, he didn't suck. He played his heart out. He played tough. Hung in there, showed poise. We don't know about LaShawn McCoy's injury. Vontae Davis just desires to retire. That's the kind of shit you see in the NFL. He's just like, I'm done. Sean McDermott, what's going on with that ball club? Bill O'Brien, what's going on with his ball club? The Giants' schedule looked really tough. They had Carolina. They had the Houston Texans, which everybody thought was a loss. People were picking Deshaun Watson as the MVP when it really is Patrick Mahomes. People were saying that the Saints game at home's a dead loss. Suddenly, in a couple of hours, we could be sitting here at midnight and saying the New York Giants have a chance to be 3-1. And that's a pretty good world that we're living in. We're living in a world right now where Patrick Mahomes is your leader in the clubhouse for MVP, and Ryan Fitzpatrick is second in MVP voting. It's a hell of a world. It's a hell of an NFL world. It's a crazy, what a crazy Sunday. The Packers game was a legendary football game. The Bucs beating the Eagles, beating the Super Bowl champs at home. Ronald Darby getting burnt like heck, like toast. The Buffalo Bills defense showing a little bit of life. Sam Darnold showing a lot of strengths. But is Todd Bowles really the guy? Making tons of mistakes. Emotionless on the sideline. The Dolphins are 2-0, have a chance to be 3-0. Will the Raiders hold up? All of that and more. Thank you guys for watching. This week has so much freaking content. I might have to do a Sam Darnold film review, Josh Allen, Case Keenum, Mahomes, and maybe even Ryan Fitzpatrick as well. What a world. Thank you guys for watching as always. Take care. Go Giants. Have a wonderful rest of this magnificent Sunday.